Hello and welcome back to Maine's #1 trending new podcast, The Cooked Lobsters. We are honored to have all of you Cooked Lobsters back. As you can see, we are in our studio. We got some fancy new equipment here. Got to give a shout out to Michelle Poulin for helping design the set. We got an absolutely fantastic episode for you today. I'm super excited to be here. Here with Chef Trotter, as always. Chef Trotter, tell us a little bit of what to expect, who we got coming on here today.
Thank you, Chef Ryan. And we got my man, Gus Williams, coming on the cast.
Woo!
My boy from Maryland.
Let's go.
Tell you what, I don't think the listeners are ready. I'm not even ready. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready for this cast, my guy.
I can barely keep it together over here. Brought my Michigan sweatshirt. Probably going to change out of it. I know Gus is not a big sports fan, but we do know he is a huge extreme sports fan. Anything on the water, anything from wakeboarding, kiteboarding. He's going to talk about this new kind of boarding that we got a chance to see firsthand. And in a few seconds, the viewers are going to see our new transition video, which is going to feature Gus doing this thing he likes to call foil boarding.
Oh, and don't spoil it too much for the listeners, my guy. We gotta let them listen in and watch on what's going on.
You're gonna want to listen to this one. You're gonna want to watch this one. You're gonna want to tell your neighbor who you hate about this one, because everyone's gonna come together around this episode. This is gonna be classic Cooked Lobsters episode. Without giving too much away, we are honored to be on our way to Gus's camp somewhere on Thompson Lake, and it's an honor that we got the invite.
Oh, Thompson Lake, got the shirt. I don't know if people could see it. It is Thompson Lake though, but definitely got to change. It's hot. It's hot outside for sure.
It is a hot one, a nice hot summer night. I know it's been raining up here a lot of nights. We are fortunate with no rain here tonight. So we don't want to waste no time. We want to get into these hot, cooking, sizzling interviews in the kitchen.
I know. Oh, we got to get packing up, dude. We got to be traveling on over there, too.
We are about to get traveling, but y'all stay cracking. Yeah. And a special shout out to our advertisers today.
Oh, ho. Listen, here we go.
Here we go. Welcome back to the 5th episode of The Cooked Lobsters. We have a very exciting guest with us today, Mr. Gus Williams himself. Thank you for joining us today. How are we doing?
Doing great. Thank you guys for having me on the podcast. This is exciting.
Super, super exciting to have you on here. Some of you who are watching the visual version, either on Spotify or on YouTube, you may have seen our new intro video, which is going to include some recent videos of us out there on Thompson Lake, foil boarded. First off, for the people who just saw that and have no idea what they just saw, you explain a little bit what foil boarding is.
Yeah, so it's similar to wakeboarding, at least the way that we're starting out, because we're being towed behind the boat. But the goal is to be able to do it without a rope. But basically it's a board that has a really long fin attached to it, like a surfboard fin. But at the bottom of that fin, it has a wing. So when you tilt the board back, it hydrofoils you up. So the board's not actually touching the water. And creates like really little drag. And if you have a wake big enough behind your boat, then you can surf behind it. And, there is like wake surfing, but with the foil, there's such little drag, you barely need a wave. And you can also pump on it. So you can be like self-sufficient, like propelling yourself through the water. But, we're starting out, so we're rusty. I'm mostly Yeah, you saw me just mostly eating
Dude,
shit.
yeah, straight up looking like the Silver Surfer out there, like from Fantastic Four. This guy's just like levitating off the water. It's like, that doesn't look right. This guy is like this far off the fucking water, and you're like, okay, he's not touching. Okay, that doesn't look okay. But like, then he's just like, they'll whip it out, and then like they'll let go of the rope, and they're just like looking like fucking dolphins coming in. It's very weird, and they'll just ride the wave with no rope or anything. Dude, I don't understand. Him and his brother can literally do anything. Just be like, oh, give them 5 minutes. They've never tried it before, and they're fucking the pros at it. They're teaching everyone how to do it. They'll teach someone that's been doing it for years. It's like, what the fuck? I don't understand it. Dude, you guys are so crazy on, like, these boards and stuff. What got you to do that of all boards, like, of all things?
Well, I mean, foil boards are really expensive because they have to be lightweight. I mean, they're like, the wings are all carbon fiber. They're pretty crazy looking. But my brother's girlfriend, she's always wanted to get into it because she's a big kite surfer or kiteboarder. So yeah, that's like the next like level for her. Like, she's really good at kiteboarding. She taught me how to kiteboard.
For those that don't know what kiteboarding is, like some people like what the fuck is kiteboarding?
So it's another thing that I'm like really new to, but basically you have a harness that's attached to your like waist, and then you're attached to a giant kite, and you can basically sail with it and get propelled by the wind and like board around. People mostly do it like on like shallow beaches and stuff, but you can do it in the lake. I learned in the lake.
How fast are you going on these boards, like the kiteboarding? That sounds fucking exhilarating.
With kiteboarding, if you're bad like me and you're powering the kite up too much and you're going downwind, like I was going way faster than I want to be most of the time, and because it's just like sailing, you're supposed to go upwind so you can kind of stay in the same general area. But like, you know, I'm new, so when I power it up, I just get sent down the lake, like with the wind. I don't know, probably like maybe 20 miles an hour, 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you say you've had some worse like spills with that, like doing the kite surfing or doing the foil boarding?
So I haven't had a bad spill kite surfing or kiteboarding. Got so many different sports: foil boarding, boarding, surfing, foil, wind, air. But yeah,
Dude,
so many extreme sports.
If you can make a board out of it, he's fucking on it, trying something weird.
yeah.
And a master of it.
We'll get to that. It's just untapped in most of this.
But yeah, to answer your question, so I don't think I've kiteboarded enough to take a bunch of slams, but just by how scary it is, like how much power you get from the kite, I feel like you could take some gnarly spills doing that. Like with the foil boarding, at least you're not going that fast. Like you're going however fast the boat's going, or if you're pumping, I mean, you're only going like 10 miles an hour tops.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, if that. But yeah, I mean, that was the biggest surprise for me learning how to kiteboard, is like you get the same amount of power that you do from like being towed behind a boat, which like if you've ever done that, you know, it's a lot of force when you're first standing up and everything.
Right.
But you're getting it from the wind attached to a kite that's like attached to your body. So like when you start to get dragged through the water, or when you fall, the boat stops, but the wind doesn't stop. So you have to like, while you're being waterboarded, you know?
Dude, that just reminds me of like those old ladies that used to wear like roller skates with their dog like leashes around their waist and shit like that. And it's like you have no control over this 120-pound lab that sees a car running. It's just, that lady is fucked. Oh yeah, squirrels. Oh my god, that's all I can think about is when someone's at a kiteboard. I'm like, what's worse?
Dude,
what's worse?
That's honestly like similar to how it feels. It feels like you're attached to like a living thing, you know, that's dragging you around. But it's kind of scary, you know. There's a safety release that you can pull at your waist, if things get really out of hand, like
Someone forgets about you.
yeah, because that's a common thing that happens. Is like people who are really new who go out and try this for the first time, because it's also really hard to get lessons because people don't want to teach people because it's really dangerous and people get really hurt.
Right, liability.
Yeah, they don't want to get those paperwork and shit.
Yeah. My brother's girlfriend, Marissa, who taught me how to kiteboard, her friend, or her friend's boyfriend, I think, he tried it, and I don't know if it was his first time, but I know he was really new and went out to a beach on a really windy day and got picked up. Because you also, just to give you a little bit more background, you choose the size kite depending on how windy it is. If it's really windy, you use a smaller kite. But if it's not that windy, you use a really big kite because it'll catch more wind, And so you kind of like find that middle ground. But anyway, I think that's might have been the mistake that he made, and he got picked up and got brought, I think, a mile inland and crashed into an apartment building and then fell like 7 stories onto air conditioner units. Jeez. Broke a bunch of bones. He was like really hurt.
Damn.
Yeah. So he tried to go kiteboarding and accidentally went skydiving, but
that definitely made local news though. 100%.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I can probably ask Marissa to get some more info and send it to you guys. I don't know.
So where are some places that you've been like kiteboarding before?
So I've only kiteboarded here on Thompson Lake.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And what about foil boarding? I know we just recently went out. We got some of that footage for the intro there. But where are some places that you've been foil boarding? Where are some of your favorites?
So out of all the places, I'm going to have to say Thompson Lake, just because you were filming me the very first time I've ever ridden a foil board.
Bro,
no way.
Dude,
Yeah.
remember the time he got up? That was his first time ever getting up. Sam's like, dude, we get in the boat, and I thought he was bullshitting me. Sam's like, this is his first time ever trying. I'm like, okay. He fucking pops up right off first time. No lessons, no nothing, and starts going up and down, riding it. I'm like, there's no fucking way. He's joking. He gets in the boat, and he's like, wow. That was a lot of fun for the first time. I'm like, that was really your first fucking time, dude?
Yeah.
I don't understand it, dude. Oh my God. It took me 2 whole fucking days to get like 10 feet, and I still couldn't do this. He takes 5 fucking seconds, and he's up. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, done like so many different board sports. There's little transfers over, so kind of pick it up.
But it's like, you couldn't pick a better like place to do it, though. Like, such a beautiful place to walk. Like, calm lake here, and like it's not really rocky or anything like that.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, that was the other thing that's crazy, is since you're like hydrofoiling out of the water, you like don't feel any of the chop from the top because like just the wing is like just under the water. That was the biggest surprise for me too, is how quiet it was. Like once you got up and you were actually foiling, like there was like no noise. It was like underneath you. Like normally you hear the splashing from the wakeboard or the surfboard or whatever you're riding, but it was just like, pretty cool.
I didn't get to that point yet, so I'll let you know when I get there.
Dude, if I come back up in August, dude, we'll get you up there.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Hell yeah.
So tell the listeners like about you, my man. Like, where are you from and like where you hail from?
So I'm from Frederick, Maryland. Grew up in Maryland. Born in Maryland. I used to live like an hour south of Frederick in Montgomery County, which is about an hour from DC. So, yeah.
What's that area known as? I can't remember. Like it's like Maryland, Virginia, and DC, like that. I heard that's its own like crazy little place.
Yeah, dude, this is definitely not good that I'm blanking on that.
It's like the DMT or
No,
DMT. No.
The DMV.
That's a different podcast. Sorry. Oh, it's something. It's like a combination.
The DMV, yeah.
It's the VM something, but excuse me, I had a couple of friends that I knew that were from that area, but shout out to them and shout out to the Terrapin State,
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so, my water bottle's got
Maryland logo somewhere on there. Maybe it fell off. Oh no, it's a Maryland water bottle.
Well, one of the coolest state flags by far.
Oh yeah, we love our flag. Everybody's got to page it. There's a house like right next to my townhouse in Frederick and they're like whole railing and their like porch is like painted as the Maryland flag. But yeah,
That's why it's a lot of color, isn't it?
yeah. People. Well, that's also downtown Frederick for you. It's like a colorful little Asheville wannabe mountain town.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, me and sous chef Trotter here do like to play a little game we call simply just overrated or underrated. So we thought we might throw a few questions at you today. Knowing you're coming from Maryland, we're going to play the Maryland version of overrated or underrated. I'll start us off with a definitely a controversial one around the country, Old Bay seasoning.
Definitely overrated. You know, it's like big Maryland staple, but like I don't see a lot of people use it. Mind you, I have had some Bloody Marys back when I did drink that were rimmed with Old Bay. That was pretty good. But gonna have to go with overrated on that one.
Very cutthroat, just straight to the point. He's just like, yeah, no. Let's see here. Let's go with the Ravens.
Oh, the Ravens. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know anything about sports. So I guess I'll go overrated.
Oh, man.
Are they good? Are they bad? I don't know.
I think they're going to be pretty good right now. I think they just signed.
Do they foil board?
No, we were actually talking about this on a podcast. Athletes like can't do other sports, so like foil boarding would be a no-go for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
Dude, I don't know. One of the UFC guy, the UFC Jamal Hill just like had to vacate the belt because he ripped his Achilles playing basketball with DC. And don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he was playing basketball with DC.
We'll get a fact check. We'll get a fact check.
On
screen. On-screen fact check.
I'm pretty sure you got a
there.
huge
On-screen
fine for that
fact
because
check.
you can't play another sport if you're a fucking athlete. We were just talking about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you play like football, like you can't play any other sport.
But hold up. In the
because
UFC, aren't you like third party? Aren't you like an independent contractor? Because you don't get any benefits from the UFC. So why can they stop you from playing basketball when you're not working?
I still think you have to sign a contract though for being like in the UFC. It's like you can't do anything that's gonna like hurt yourself or.
That's so funny. It's like my job is to beat people up and get beat up, but I can't do anything else that's dangerous.
Oh,
because I gotta be tip-top shape to get my ass kicked.
But it's the thing though is they fight all year though. There's like no season. That's the thing about the UFC compared to like all these other sports. You know, like football, you have like 16 weeks if I stand corrected, right?
There's no off season when you got CTE.
17 weeks.
17. Yes.
But like the UFC, you got like any fucking they have a UFC fight like every week.
Any given Saturday.
Yeah, so it's like they fight like they try to fight at least 3 times a year now. Hopefully, some people like Kevin Holland's like 5 times a fucking year. That's a lot of fights in a year, guy.
Jeez.
So, but go back to the over.
I think I've been in
underrated.
5 fights in my lifetime.
That's
too many for me.
I've been in 0. I've been my ass kicked a bunch of times, but I've never been in a fight. So
hell yeah, that's noble. That's noble,
yeah.
Brandon. But hey,
honest,
speaking of sports players doing other sports, I saw this video of the Caps team, and they got brought to crashed ice. Have you ever seen that?
No. What's
crashed ice is like an obstacle, like crazy, like slope style course. That's all ice. There's like jumps and crazy drops and like wall rides
On ice skates.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
hockey players
yeah.
have a hard time doing it. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so they brought the Caps team out there, and it was so crazy to watch these fucking dudes who like you watch on TV, like destroying other people like on the ice, like amazing at hockey, and they're like so scared, and they're like tiptoeing across these jumps and stuff. Like it's pretty funny.
I think they brought it to Fenway one time, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen them do it in a while. It's one of those things that was kind of cool for a minute, and I have not seen it in a while, but it'd be nice to actually see that live.
I'm gonna look this shit up right after we do this cast. I'm gonna have to like look that up.
It's a funny video.
Fucking George over here, my guy.
Going back to the overrated, underrated.
Oh yeah.
Not that I don't enjoy good banter, Maryland blue crab.
Oh, dude, that definitely underrated. That shit's delicious, man.
Is it better though than a cooked lobster?
Fuck, I love lobster. That's like one of my favorite things to get when I come up here.
This is like
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go lobster.
That's a help for Maine.
We are proud of you. We are proud to hear this. We're not sure if they're gonna let you back into Maryland, but
Yeah, it's true. A shout on Old Bay and chose lobster over crabs.
Dude, we might have to have a cook-off and just like have lobster versus crab.
Dude,
Maine versus Maryland.
I'll bring some up, man.
Ooh, when you come up in August, I'll do some lobster and you do some crab.
Hell yeah. We'll
But-
put them on rolls and see if we can,
little
taste
showdown.
test.
Unfortunately, head chef over here can't have it. So
Oh yeah, wait. You're allergic to shellfish, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can cook it. I can prep it for you, but
Oh man, damn.
I will not be the judge.
Maryland and Maine have it out for you, man.
But if you guys do a little cook-off and, someone to kind of interview everyone in the middle, I got the camera rolling on that. Be fair and partial.
Oh yeah, there we go.
bro, have you ever heard of a Lewiston lobster?
No, what is that?
Lewiston lobster is a Lewiston delicacy. It is a red hot dog that can be either boiled or grilled, and it has a nice hard snap on it.
Oh, fuck
And
yeah.
yeah, if you don't eat lobster, Lewiston lobster is pretty unbeatable. They don't have them in other states. Some states have other red hot dogs, but they're spicy hot dogs or Chinese hot dog, and none of that fucking shit is any good. The only thing you want to eat is a Lewiston lobster.
Oh fuck
That's
yeah.
the only thing approved on
Can't
the
go
cooked
wrong
lobsters.
with a Lewiston glizzy.
A Lewiston glizzy, dude.
Look at this, man. I got glizzies on my socks, my guy.
Oh fuck
I got Snoopy with hot dog glizzies and pretzels on my
hell
socks, guy.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Speaking of all this food, dude, thank you for the moose burger earlier.
Absolutely. We like to keep all of our guests, fed, and
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had a moose burger before, never eaten moose. That was awesome.
what'd you think it tastes like for your first time?
So I mean, there was definitely the gaminess to it. But the closest thing I could describe it compare it to is probably bison burger, but I mean, it was definitely different than that. But it was good. It was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, except for, Brandon was texting me before I came over and kept saying yo, we got mouse burgers. And I was like, dude, mice? Are you serious?
Yeah, so my
how many
dyslexic ass-
mice go into one?
I was just
mouse
typing
burger?
it real quick, and I was like, "Yo, you want a mouse burger?" And I was just like, "I'm about to say moose burger," and I was just typing it in my mind. I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely typing moose," and then he's just like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about moose burgers? Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, mouse burgers, guy." And he's then he texted me back. Would you text me again? I totally forgot. You said something about.
I don't know, dude.
You're like, how many mice did it take to make those burgers?
Yeah, I said, what did I say to you, dude? I was like,
How many mice does it take to make a burger?
you said, this is what you said. That's why I was like, dude, it's definitely not a typo or anything, because you said mouse twice. You said, you like mouse meat? And I was like, what the hell? I don't know. I've never had it. And you're like, you're gonna tonight. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Let's go. And then you said, mouse burgers, my guy. It's gonna be hype. And I was like, wait, are you serious? I was like, how many mice do you need to make a burger? Where'd you get the mice? I have so many questions. But yeah, ended up being moose, and it was delicious.
Everybody has that one dyslexic friend. We all love them.
Sorry, that happens to be me. I'm sorry to those listeners that had to deal with that, but what was the fourth one from Maryland, by the way, in the over under?
I hope it's not
There
another
was one
sports
more.
one.
I can't remember it. It was
Oh, the last and the final one?
yeah.
It's supposed to be for you, but I got you. I'm always here to save the day. Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yeah.
Dude, love him. Fantastic. Wait, what was he? Wasn't he a poet or something? Man, you guys are making me look dumb now, dude.
He's just trying to get back in the state. Oh, he's fucked, dude. He's so fucked. TSA's gonna have him, dude.
Dude, yeah, I'm bringing a bunch of fucking tools on the airplane too.
We won't air this until you are safe in Maryland and we have confirmation that you are okay.
Don't worry, I haven't told any of my friends I'm doing this yet, so.
Well, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, no. I'll shout it out, dude.
Give a shout out.
Cooked Lobsters.
This-
Fire podcast.
We are proud. This is our first episode. We got, a little upgrade on some of our hardware, and we thank you for we're actually doing this in your garage right now.
Yep. There's a garage that I built in with my brother and my uncle and my dad in 2017. Yeah, I think it was 2017. Yeah, it was sweet. Spent like 2 months up here. My uncle had it all planned out. My brother did the calculations on the truss up there so that there's no post like blocking anything. You can park the boat in here and everything. Yeah.
Clutch. Very clutch.
A lot of wild moments and dreams here, man.
Yeah, a lot of drunk shenanigans.
Oh
also.
man, a lot of drunken otter and Gus days. Holy shit.
What kind of crazy stuff went on here?
Oh,
Gotta ask the obvious here.
I'm gonna let the guest say the stories, man, because I'd rather not embarrass myself. I'll let him embarrass me for you.
I mean, while most of it is a blur, I don't know.
Oh,
A
the
lot of
final
just
one.
post beer bonging, post
What was that?
boat drinking shenanigans.
There was one time. Why did we make that funnel? We had Fireball, beer, and something else in it.
I remember Tommy has sent me some like Snapchat memories, and just like he has 2 videos of me talking while I'm holding the beer bong and it's already filled, and you like sneaking around the back and pouring shots of Fireball into the beer bong without me noticing.
A sneaky fireball.
I'm like, why the fuck is this beer spicy? What the fuck keeps happening?
You're a dick.
I did it right before too, so I didn't care. They loaded that thing up and I did it, and then he didn't finish it, so I had to take it and finish it for him. That was
Yeah,
a really
I think because
drunk
I
day.
threw up.
Yeah, you did. I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you did it. So
Always a good time out on Thompson Lake, for
Always
sure.
a good time. Always a good time.
Definitely had some crazy times here, seen some stuff. I think in our last episode, we were talking about seeing some aliens out here, some crazy stuff like that. You ever seen anything paranormal or anything crazy out on Thompson Lake?
Other than the loons, jet black giant birds with red eyes. Don't have those in Maryland.
bro, them scary motherfuckers, dude. They're loud as hell and they're huge.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
fucking huge.
Yeah, and when you're like the occasional time you're wakeboarding and one pops up and you're like right next to it.
Bro, were you in the boat when Sam was taking me on the wakeboard?
I think I might have been in the house work. I think it was just you guys up
So
there.
I told Sam to whip me in the cove, and he did it completely wrong. But anyway, so he pulls in, and there's a fucking loon right there. So instead of going by it, he whips and stops the boat. So I land like fucking 5 feet away from this 3-foot bird. So I'm like, fucking go. And then I jet right by it. And this thing was like from me to like the ashtray, from like maybe 2 feet away. This thing was huge.
God damn.
Dude, I would not want to get fucking pecked by that thing. That thing would like gouge my eyes out.
Damn
Dude,
demon birds.
Dude, they're scary as hell.
For
They're like-
sure.
they're-
You should have just fucking went right into it, taking it
Yeah,
out.
just
Yeah,
with me, my feet strapped to my boots and just like not be able to move or swim anywhere. I'm just struggling with a life jacket. I was just getting pegged by a bird's beak. No
yeah,
way.
no, you could have taken it out and mixed it with those with the mouse meat.
Dude, I think it's
Wasted
right,
time.
exactly. I think it's against a law to kill a loon, my guy. I'm pretty sure it is.
I'd probably back that. If
I'm
I
pretty
had to
sure.
guess, I'd say it's probably legal to kill a loon.
It's like killing a bald eagle. It's like you just don't do that.
I wouldn't say it's that crazy.
It's not this. Is it the state bird?
No, the chickadee is the state
The
bird.
chickadee,
man.
Yeah.
Black cat chickadee? It's
I
like
just know. Isn't there a loon on the Maine license plate?
Oh, dude, everyone knows.
yeah, somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes over here. Thompson Lake Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Every time I bring my friends up from Maryland and they like first hear a loon, they're like, dude, are those wolves? And I'm like, yeah, dude. They're everywhere.
Dude, at nighttime, like at like 12 o'clock at night, they'll just go fucking bananas. Have you heard them out here?
Every time. It's like my favorite part. Yeah, cue loon noise now.
Go. All right.
Wow, dude, that was crazy.
We've been talking about probably doing an episode live off the dock, or probably trying to get some music live out on the dock. Just a little sneak peek for anyone out there right now. But a little live music. The acoustics out on the dock are fantastic. We got the audio upgrade here, so big things happening.
Or we can do an episode off the float. That'd be pretty hype.
Oh,
Pretty risky, but
Yeah.
pretty hype.
Pretty
Oh yeah,
off
we could go poach someone's floating dock.
the float
got
out
one.
front.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, the new float. Yeah, that's what I'm
one.
saying.
I forgot.
Yeah, man, guy. So we can just go
Immediately trying to break some rules.
definitely just
Let's go do some B&Es too.
fuck it, man. We're gonna have the cooked lobsters right on the raft getting cooked. Why not?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Try to get our sign out there permanently.
Oh, dude, that's pretty. You gotta start off the wakeboard off the raft. That's like the best.
Dude, there's so many videos of that. I've always wanted to do that. But
Do you do it? Would you do it standing or would you do it like sitting?
I'd probably try it sitting down just because that'd be similar to like starting in the water, and then I would try it standing because that's the goal,
Yeah.
There's like those videos of they like launch the boat and they just jump.
Oh,
off
dude,
the
it's
dock.
so nice.
Yeah.
You get if you do off like you jump off, you have to like time it perfectly. If not, I feel like you're just gonna like eat shit and just like land on it.
Yeah.
Wiping out on a wakeboard is not pleasant.
Yeah. Out of all the water sports, wakeboarding fucking hurts,
Yeah.
That water somehow feels like concrete when you hit it.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I ate shit the other day when I was with Curtis, and my fucking neck hurt for like about a week.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it'll give you bloody noses sometimes. Like you see, like some of the pro wakeboarders, they wear helmets, and it's like kind of crazy.
Oh, it's,
Hopefully the mic picked that up.
you gotta tell the listeners what the update is at least,
Banana,
Yeah, no,
banana.
You gotta get called out. You gotta,
Everyone-
your phone goes
you
off. You gotta get
call us out.
called out. You gotta read the message.
You want to know how little I know about sports? I don't know what sport that tune is for.
Oh, I think
Oh,
it's
just
generic.
just
It's,
ESPN.
oh, is it generic?
Just ESPN. Yeah.
No,
okay.
that's Fox, bro. That was an update for a soccer game. I kid you effing not. That was for an international soccer game.
When was the last time you watched a soccer game?
I have never watched the soccer game on this phone. God damn it!
I'm sitting here waiting to find out if that was a good or a bad thing.
I'm
oh,
not even
soccer.
going to announce the soccer game. I can't believe somebody just interrupted this great fine podcast for a soccer game alert.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man. Skydiving, mountain biking, wakeboarding, know about that stuff. Anything boarding, but
yeah, no.
anything with balls, team sports. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
Would you consider pickleball?
Dude, actually, yes. I recently actually started playing pickleball. It's huge in Frederick, and there was a girl that I sorta almost dated, and then kind of fell through.
Ooh.
But yeah, she was super into pickleball. Went to like pickleball tournaments and stuff, and like we played a bunch of times together. Yeah.
Were you just not good enough, or is that why?
No, actually, yeah, maybe because we were like hanging out, getting real close. Things were going great. I was like sleeping at our house all the fucking time, and like had a bunch of my stuff there. But I kept being like, "Yo, just be my fucking girlfriend," and she kept being like, "No." So I was like, "All right, fine." No more free dick for you, man. Fucking out of here.
I was like, "You're lost, man. You're a great guy."
Yeah. Dude, thank you, Brandon.
I'm
Thank you.
serious.
I second
She missed
that.
out,
I
man.
second that. Yeah.
It's like, yo, if this guy could pick up any kind of boarding thing, like I'm pretty sure he could pick up any girl and make their day. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Dude.
Lucky catch right here. That's all I gotta say.
Dude,
I
what if
also-
if she fucking hears this? This can be crazy.
Probably, dude. It's probably because she found out your real name too.
That's probably why.
Like-
Probably find out that I was Michael and not Gus.
I just found out before the cast, like this guy's real name is fucking Michael, and I never knew that for the last, I don't know, since we've known each other. Like it blows my fucking mind. It's not Gus. Like,
Dude, this happens all the time. Like I'll have friends for like years and they won't know that my first name's actually Michael. But yeah, I don't know. My parents call me by my middle name, Augustus. Call me Gus, you know? And it just stuck.
It fits you, guy.
You know,
Sure.
it's funny. There was a period of time where like, I think it was like 4th grade where I was like, you know, this year, like, I'm going to be fucking Michael. Everyone else goes by their first name. Like, why fuck can't I? You know? And I like tried it, and everyone like, we'd be like, hey, Gus. And I'd be like, no, I'm Michael. That's my actual name. And they'd be like, nah, you're Gus. You're fucking Gus. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm Gus.
I just can't see you as a Michael.
I know,
Just,
right?
Like if you
Such a bland,
when
regular
you said
name.
that, I was like, no, you're Gus. You are our Gus, 100% guy.
No offense to any Michaels out
No,
there.
no, definitely not.
Yeah, I got some good Michael. Some good Michael friends.
I get some real good ones too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michaels are always pretty good guys, right?
Yeah.
You know? Shout out to myself.
I think Michael's like I can't think of a bad one. I actually yeah, one or two, but you know that's how it goes. There's a few bad Ryans out there.
Oh, dude,
I was trying to think of,
there's
like-
a terrible amount of Brandons out there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we won't get into.
Yeah, we
Brandons.
won't even get into that. That's why I go by my last name.
Brandons
So,
and
everyone,
Brads.
Oh,
like,
dude.
what do you know me as? Like, what do you call me by? Do you go?
Brandon. Cody
Damn,
Brandon.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a first.
Yeah, a lot of people go Drotter. Some
Yeah.
people go Brandon.
Oh yeah, no, I do call you Drotter. Like,
Yeah.
well, I say Brandon, like, because I'm always like
when you're
with
introducing
people.
to somebody,
Yeah,
you always say
yeah.
Brandon, but like when they get to know you, you're like, you're not Stratter.
Yeah.
It's like confusing as fuck though. Like,
Yeah, you have one of those names where it's like perfect last name.
yeah.
Last
I
name.
call
I
you-
your
appreciate
name.
that.
I call you sous chef, but I just actually remembered a funny story. You tell them what they called you in college, guy.
Oh, dude.
You have
so,
a funny philosophy on that.
Okay, so yeah,
In fact, this is a good one.
you're talking about a little bit Strat.
Yeah, talk right in the mic for the guys.
Oh my god. So I was we're at college and this is did I ever tell you the story how I was little bitch for college? Like that was my
I think
nickname
you
all
did
freshman
tell
year.
me this last year.
So like it was football season and like it was like our first week of there during training and everyone's like they split the offense and defense. Offense went in the back room, the defense stayed outside on the bleachers. Couple of I won't get like into the like what they said, but like some of the veterans showed up and they like said some like funny things. I was like, all right, I gotta make myself known. I'm a fucking freshman. I'm a young fish, so I gotta say something dumb and stupid. I walked out there and I was like, my name is Brandon Drotter. I'm from Poland. My nickname's Little Bitch. I play defensive end. You know, I'm from Arizona. I'm here to kick some ass. And like, let's fucking do this. And then like, I just hear laughter behind me. The whole fucking offensive team and the head coach is there, and it's Gabby Price at the time. He's like, wow, what did you say? I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? So like I was known as Little Bitch for like the whole fucking time, and honestly, I didn't care. I was 175, and then it was like 245 my freshman year of college.
Dude, motivation.
Yeah, you remember how big I was when I came back? I was just like, my mom and everybody was like, Jesus Christ. Everyone that picked up me, like the neighbors and shit playing King of the Raft, they're like, nope. I don't want to play anymore. It was like,
You know, some people try to dream big and call themselves like Lil Yachty, but like what they really need to do is call themselves Little Bitch, and that's what they need to motivate them.
yeah, you just
yeah.
have a bunch of people call you a little bitch. It's like, yo, I'm not a little bitch, and it's just gonna motivate the fuck out of you to do some shit. So I was like, I'm gonna lift every day.
It's also like out of all the derogatory nicknames you can have, it's so classic.
Oh yeah,
Just little bitch.
Oh,
Just-
little bitch.
Just little bitch.
It was
It's so good.
It is.
That's
So it was like your
hilarious.
little bitch trot coming up to the line. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh.
I gotta stop kicking the table. I'm sure.
It's all,
The
yo,
mic's
my
picking
lip,
it
so
up.
I just like owned it, and I just had a Twitter for like 3 weeks, and then I was like, fuck this shit. I had to make everything I spelled was like not correct and like no grammar. I was like, I don't understand. I did tweet.
I
so.
can't see Twitter being for you. He does not run our social
I think
media.
Oh no, I do not. Absolutely not. I probably spelled wrong, and I definitely need to get someone on that for sure. But what's overrated, underrated about Maine? You think, my guy? Ask us.
All right. Oh shit! I forgot I was supposed to come up with some of these.
I'm bringing us back. I got to make sure we're on, on topic here.
This one's gonna be hard. Lakes.
Super underrated. The ocean's overrated.
Yeah.
100%.
Hell
I'm more
yeah.
of a lake guy than an ocean guy.
Fuck yeah! Same here.
Dude, I
Same
see
here.
some. Dude, I saw
fresh water, baby.
Oh yeah, like I'm not gonna see anything in this that's gonna like really hurt me. Like maybe like a snapper, but like that's one in a million.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna see that, but like,
fuck jellyfish too.
dude, I've been stung by jellyfish like in Mexico. My dad literally got stung by a fucking stingray in front of me and shit. I was a dumbass and I jumped on his back because I was a kid. I was like, "Yo, are you okay?" And I was just like, "Wait, why am I sinking him closer to the stingray?"
Oh fuck.
You remember that?
No.
Oh yeah, dude. It was the weird part was his name was Steve too, and I was like, "Oh, my Steve lived though."
Talking about Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, dude. All right.
I haven't
missed that
I was
guy.
like a bad joke, my bad, but yeah, I just don't like oceans.
Dude.
Just fuck the ocean.
Dude, don't talk shit about Steve Irwin. Dude.
Yeah,
I fucking love Steve Irwin, man.
let's take a moment of silence for Steve Irwin.
Yeah. And on that note, bong rip time.
Take a moment.
I like how you guys are like super hardcore about like the labels and like what you talk about, but it's like bong rip stuff. I'm still stuck in the past. Like I've been arrested so many times for weed. Like as a kid, like it still blows my mind that it's fucking becoming legalized everywhere.
It blows my mind that I wake up every morning and I sell pounds of marijuana with my like license that says I'm able to do so, and
It's fucking
wonderful.
awesome. It's awesome.
Absolutely wonderful.
It's weird for sure.
There's
Like-
no better feeling than just getting that gateway drug out to the
you
people.
kind of start
No, I'm just
to
joking,
forget
I'm just
you start to forget about the before times. You forget all about like all the shit you went through beforehand, before it was legal. And
Yeah, dude, and just like, dude, like, you know, like, I like him walking around and I see like young kids like hitting dab pens like at a Starbucks, you know, and like I remember like me and my friends like acting like we're sneaking a bomb onto an airplane, going out into the middle of the woods, smoking weed out of a water bottle, and then leaving all of our stuff there, walking a mile just to go see a movie, and like yelling at each other in the ticket line, like, dude, act fucking straight. Like the ticket person's gonna fucking know, like, you know.
yeah,
Like,
well, you used to always
Telling
think
people
that
not to laugh too hard in the movie too, you know.
You used to always think that everyone was gonna call the cops on you at every
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
They're
straight
gonna
up.
know we got every single candy guy. They're gonna know.
Yeah. Get some
gonna know
fucking
we got-
popcorn.
Dude, they're never gonna know. It's like, dude, you have nachos, popcorn, like the thin dips or whatever that shit it is, like all the fucking candy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, those guys are just not fat kids. They're fucking stoners.
Yeah.
Dude, but in some states, my guy, like it's super illegal still. I think it's like in Georgia. Is it pretty bad down there? It's illegal down there. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not currently sure, but I know the South and like the whole Bible Belt is probably the worst place in the country as far as like
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
laws go.
Bro,
Yeah.
like if you have like one bull hit like in your car, you get like arrested immediately. Some states.
Straight to jail.
No joke. Like
Me, a
no
lot
get
of-
it. No get out of jail free card.
Yeah,
None of
I know
that.
South Carolina was pretty hardcore.
Yeah,
my
Yeah.
my
sure.
brother was transporting like a neighbor's car to Florida once and got pulled over by the cops in South Carolina and ended up getting like extorted for money. Like it was like a $300-400 ticket, and they're like, you can just pay this now, or you can come like get a court date and have to come back to South Carolina. And they literally followed him and his friend to an ATM, and they paid the cops in cash.
What?
Yeah,
South Carolina.
yeah, wild.
They just do business different down there. I mean, business is different in Maine too. Business is very like personable, hand to hand, but you still get a receipt, you know?
Yeah,
If like that happened in Maine, there's no way like people wouldn't be outraged. I mean, it depends on what part of Maine too, especially if it happens in Portland, because if it happens in Portland, everyone cares. But if it happens up in the counties, mixed feelings. Some people don't really care.
yeah. What do you guys think about? I guess I could turn this into an over under.
Ooh,
Okay,
you
yeah.
remembered.
Let's do an over under. Actually, I don't know how to phrase this as an over under, but fuck
Try.
it. Police presence in Maine.
Oh, I get what you're trying to get at. You're trying to say
I don't know
like,
how you could answer that as an
like
over
the
under.
thought of the law, or like how like they
All
do their how they do their job.
No, my question is, do you think Maine is an overly police state or like regular?
Definitely under.
Really? Yeah.
I think they definitely need more police officers here for
Yeah.
sure.
I think we just like have
think-
gotten fucked over a couple times.
I think you're kind of crazy. I think cops be pulling everyone over in the state of Maine. There's a lot of cops here. I mean,
I know they won't pull everybody over, but I'm just saying but like in Lewiston, there's quite a bit because there's like the police station's like right in the fucking middle of town.
well, I guess it's like, where are we talking about? I guess
Yeah.
because there are some places that don't even have police; they just rely on like state troopers and stuff, and like some like somewhat big towns are like that.
Yeah.
So I guess it like really depends where you are, but you can be in places like Elliott, Maine, which is the southernmost like tip of Maine, and they have like some of the highest like amounts of people being pulled over per ratio of people, and a lot of that's just because it's the first state coming in. I mean, it's the first like town coming in from New Hampshire, so it's like the first stop for anyone that's coming in out of state that could be potentially up to no good. Especially with Maine and the isolationism up here, being that New Hampshire is the only border. A lot of those border cities go through a lot of policing, and then a lot of other cities that probably need it don't have as much.
Huh.
But I don't know. Sometimes the police might have a lot of jobs to do. You know, if it was like, if you're looking at like policing, like it was just a corporate job, you would probably say those people are like kind of overworked and have too many different tasks they need to take on. It's probably not best for them to do some of the things that they do and actually have specialists like with mental health and a lot of things like that. So it can be like really, really, really tricky because they really are overworked at the end of the day, just like any other American at any other job.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
I just don't know if more is the answer. Like, do we need more or do we need to be more efficient about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just remember that one time that I got the cops. Like, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere in the woods.
Oh,
in the
dude, you
lake,
talk about
and
the
we
cops
got-
called here.
We had like, what was it, like 3 or 4 cop cars coming down the gravel road all the way down here.
Oh, that was that same night. Was it the
Yeah,
same night
yeah,
with
we
the
had a
funnel?
fuckload of
Oh
people
my god.
here.
So they like, it was funny part was like they went down to the wrong house. And then they asked like, yo, who it was, and then they came over to our place and they were looking for us, and then my uncle heard that the cops are over there and they started making a bunch of noise, and we're like, oh, it wasn't us, and we think it's the people over there. But that was not a fun time. I was not excited for that. That freaked me out, and my uncle was like, I think that was the first time we've actually seen a cop come down that driveway in a very long time.
Yeah.
Like ever, actually.
Yeah, they were super nice though. They're like, hey, just fucking somebody complained across the cove, like across the lake.
Oh, it's probably that woman that's like always bitching on Facebook on like the Thompson Lake Facebook page. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, really?
Dude, I don't have a Facebook. I'm fucking glad for it, but like,
Imagine she's one of our avid viewers and you're talking shit about one of our viewers out there.
Oh no.
I'm not saying.
I'm sorry, Thompson Lake.
Thompson
I'm just,
Lake.
I'm
Cranky
just telling
lady.
you what I'm hearing.
I'm
here,
sorry,
like-
Thompson Lake Karen.
Oh yeah. Oh man,
She might not be our demographic if I'm being completely honest.
bro. You know what? I miss keep off beach days. Remember the keep off beach when
What's
those
that
were.
all about?
Were you never here for the days when the keep off beach was a thing over on Thompson Lake? Right around the point with a big rock, and it has it literally says it right on the rock, keep off beach.
Oh wait, I do know where that is.
Yeah.
It's kind of tucked away, right?
Yeah, well, it's right around the bend. Like when you get out of Arco and you take a left and it's all the way down, there's that beach right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been over there before when
I have once, but like, what do people have like parties there or something?
Oh, no, we're not allowed to go there because the lady that owns the property just doesn't want people on it, but it's just a strip, like a sea bar, is that what they're called? If I stand corrected?
Sandbar.
Sandbar. Wow, yeah,
Gotcha,
there we go.
I
I'm
gotcha.
not good
Be
with my words.
assessed.
Yeah, but like a sandbar, and dude, if I were her, I would
It's just like the only
place
with
it's
sand.
like, yeah, it's like the only place that people like to go on the lake, and like you used to go there all the time. We used to play bocce. We used to play like Polish horseshoes all the time. You played that before?
No.
Poles horseshoes is where you have 2 ski poles, and then you have your partner is on the same side as you, and you have to throw a frisbee across, and on the ski pole is a beer bottle.
Yeah. I have played that. Yeah.
Yeah, we used
I
to
love
play
that
that on the
game.
beach over there, and you have to knock the bottle off with a frisbee.
And if you can like catch
And
the
you gotta catch
bottle,
it.
then you can like cancel out the points. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
dude!
yeah.
Shout out to the best partner of all like outdoor sports.
Thank
is
you.
my boy Nate. I'm sorry. I gotta say it, Chef.
No.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm just messing
Dude,
with
my
you.
boy
Nate is amazing.
Dude, my boy Nate has literally the best hands I've ever seen. Like in any sport, like literally when we play Polish horseshoe, he'll have the frisbee, he'll catch it, and then he'll like flip it and catch the bottle with the frisbee. So I'm like, I literally just had to stand there, and he does all the defensive work. I'm like, all right, I'll
Jesus
score. You play,
Christ,
it's
Jason
perfect.
Bourne.
Oh, I know, it's crazy. We play like Snappa. He has like he'll catch literally anything. It's like he plays the hot corner in like baseball.
He's kind of like a white Randy Moss. Yeah, he's got some crazy hands. He's kind of like a white Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's
That reference hit home.
That one, I remembered.
I was like,
he's like Peter
Randy,
Parker.
Randy,
Oh, yeah.
Randy who?
Peter Parker.
Well,
One more. You get one more under over. You got on us.
one more under over.
Is you said the police, and then you said
Yeah, the police was a skimp one, but we'll let that one go.
Yeah,
you guys say
let it go.
skimp? You guys say skimp here, right?
No, I don't know what skimp
what the
means.
fuck is that? Is that like
that
a
a
Maryland
Maryland
term?
word?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
there you go. There's some Maryland words for you.
Oh, after this, you gotta get us some Maryland terms. So
Okay.
you gotta-
Okay. All right.
Oh, I got one for you. If you don't ask it.
All right. Fucking. All right. Help me. Whisper it to me so it looks like I know. I say it.
Yeah.
What?
Marijuana.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey guys, over under Maine marijuana, or overrated or underrated?
Prefer the term cannabis, but
Oh.
super underrated.
100% underrated. Yeah.
My mom would agree.
Yeah, dude.
Some of the best weed is grown in Maine right now, is being pushed out at a good, fair price. You know, there's top tiers. People know where to go and get them. We got some sponsors hopefully coming soon. But
Hell yeah.
Maine's got some of the best cannabis products in general. Everything from like edibles, like sodas, candies, pretzels, munchies, anything you can imagine. Some of the best strains, some of the newest exotics. Just a little bit of everything. But Maine's really good at what they do. And there's a lot of good craft places that really focus on the art of what they do.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, dude, just judging by like just the food up here, like everything's just better. I swear. Like, you know, like it's kind of hard to get away from the whole like high fructose corn syrup everything in Maryland, but there's just like so many like little small mom and pop shops, just like, you know, I was at Mount Abram biking and like we just stopped at some random place on the way back here and like got some pies that had just come out of the oven. Like,
How was the biking at Mount Abram?
oh dude, amazing. Like it's similar vibe, like small family owned bike park, and the prices were great. They had fantastic rental bikes. Yeah, so it was like out of state was like $35, and like to give you an idea, the cheapest bike park that I go to in Maryland is like $55.
In-state price?
Yeah, and we don't even have like an in-state, out-of-state price. It's like, you know, that's just like so
Flat
cool.
rate.
And also the trail crew that builds the trails there. They did such a good job. It was top tier.
Yeah, Mount Abram's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to them for sure.
Yeah.
You and your brother always come out and go to Acadia, right?
This was my first year going to Acadia, but that was amazing. It was like super foggy, so didn't get some crazy views, but it was so great. Anyways, yeah.
It's crazy. You feel like you can get above the clouds out there.
Yeah, we were just kind of in them the whole time.
Yeah.
I've never been, but I've heard really good things about it. I've always my cousin Tom, who's on the first episode with us, is always trying to get me to go hiking in Acadia or something like that.
Imagine we did a episode live.
Bro,
Crazy.
From the
I
top
might
of
need-
from the top of
I
Cadillac.
might need like an oxygen tank, man. Like I don't know, like
Need a lot of inhalers.
we need to start running. We guys do some cardio, do some swimming exercises. Be the Michael Phelps out here, trying to not drown. You do that.
Yeah, so in our second podcast, Nick Allen called us out in a game of basketball, and we're trying to get going so we can beat him in 1-on-1.
Oh hell yeah!
So, tell us some Maryland slang.
Oh yeah. So
Maryland.
We'll do some Maryland slang versus Maine slang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little verses here.
yeah, for sure. That so it's funny you're like talking about Maryland language, and I was like, dude, I don't know any like real Maryland things, but the slang, so much slang. in Maryland.
Let's hear it.
But so I guess I'll start with skimp since I said that earlier.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
What is
So
that?
skimp is like when something's like, well, it originated from like buying weed, and it was like if the bag was light, you're like, oh dude, you skimped this. Like this is skimp. This is skimp. But it's like transferred over to everything. Like it rained on the lake and we got our day cut short, and that's fucking skimp, man.
We
like
got
that.
you. I kind of like that actually.
Yeah, another.
That could translate over into Maine slang. We could adopt that.
Yeah, we'll start
We're not
saying
so
that.
different.
We'll
Then-
try to drop it once or twice on the cast for you and see how it works, if it sticks or not, and see what the listeners think of it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, you don't have to use skimp too much. 'Cause
Oh,
that'd
that's
be
true.
skimp.
Yeah, we don't want to.
You don't wanna be
We don't want to
getting
scamp the listeners. Yeah,
Yeah,
we got you.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
you.
If this was like a draft, the number one Maine slang is definitely wicked, which is just
Yeah.
like the word enhancer. It can mean
For
whatever.
sure.
It can mean like absolutely whatever. It's more of a feeling than anything.
Yeah.
You could be like, yo, that was some fucking wicked good pie. Like, I have not had pie that good since 1976. Now, it could also be like,
Oh, that was some wicked good beer, guy. I tell you what, holy
Wicked
shit,
good
Yeah.
beer.
but it could
wicked good beer.
It could also be like, yo, my muffler is sounding fucking wicked right now. Like, it needs to be fucking changed. Like,
Well, my favorite guy is like, yo, I gotta take a wicked pissa, guy. I gotta take a wicked pissa.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're at work.
I
You're
know.
getting paid, so like you're taking a wicked piss. So
It's like always those like guys that are like 50 and above that always say that shit. It's like, yo, I gotta take a wicked piss. I'll be right back, my guy. I'm like,
yeah, they got a way of saying it 7 times a day.
Yeah, my buddy Tommy's been working in Maine since January, and that's like that's what he was saying like earlier. He was like, oh yeah, just everybody says wicked after everything. It's just so funny.
You get like sort of like probably just like with any other place and any other slang, you get wicked.
wicked.
You get wicked desensitized from it. Like,
Wicked
say it,
I
though.
just
desensitized.
literally had that little pause there. I was gonna not say it, then I'm like, just say it. But you become desensitized to it. You just hear it and you just say it, and it's guys, girls, anyone. It's not uncommon. You see a very attractive female in Maine, and all of a sudden she's just like, "Oh yeah, wicked good time down Oasis last night." Oh yeah, me and my friends, we really went at it. Yeah, it's not uncommon at all.
This guy was wicked nice and bought me a drink, and I was like, oh Jesus.
Wicked.
What's
What else
number
you have?
two?
Yeah,
What's,
so number 2 for Maryland's like.
Okay, all right. So we'll go other end of the spectrum. Have you guys heard of Seist? No.
excuse me?
Seist is literally the opposite of skimp. It's when like you get a little bit more, or like it was a really good time. It's like, oh yeah, that was Seist. Usually same thing. Started with weed. When you got a bag of weed and there's a little bit extra, like I'll Seist you a little bit. You get Seist. You get Seist a little extra nugget or something.
Sounds German.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is me.
Yeah, it's not. It's made by potheads, not German.
I got it.
Yeah, so you got skimp, Seist, and then there's also, we'll go middle of the ground. And have you guys heard bet? Like
Oh, yeah.
bet that.
Oh, I bet.
That's
Bet.
that's that's a pretty universal one. I feel like
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that's not Maryland.
No.
I did hear someone say it for like the first time in like 2018, and like they texted it to me, and I was like, bet, like On what? Like,
That's what always happens when I go somewhere else.
Maybe
I'm like,
I
oh
might
yeah,
have a
bet.
problem.
Yeah,
Let's
like
do
who's
it.
on right now?
And they're like, bet what?
bet what? Like, I'll bet on anything except for soccer.
No, you know you have a problem when you'd be like, yo, I just did. What'd you talk about?
All right. Maybe a little on soccer, just for shits and giggles. No.
Some of this or
No. What do you think for Maine? Because it's funny because Brandon, like we've said on a few times on a few different casts, he originated from Arizona, then came to Maine, so he's definitely been here long enough where he's heard some stuff. So what's some Maine slang that you'd put on the list here?
dubbing, like just dubbing around.
Damn, well, I never
Like
heard that
an
one.
old
You don't
people.
say dubbing?
Dude,
No,
old
what's
people be
dubbing?
like, oh yeah, just dubbing around the other day in the lawn, just like, watching the birds in the trees, just dubbing around in the sky.
Is that just
you
like
know.
faffing about?
Yeah, this fucking
Fucking around?
This is fucking hanging out.
Dubbing,
Dude, dubbing basically means fucking around. Basically, when an old person says it, it's just like you don't swear, but they're just like, yo, just dubbing around all day. It's like you just did dick all day, didn't you? Yeah, didn't do shit.
Pondered a lot of just self-reflecting, looking at the lake, watching the boats. Like, I know you ever see, like, back in the day, old folks, whenever a ship would leave sail and like everyone be waving for like 5 minutes at the boat until it's finally completely out of the frame. Like, people back then just didn't have things to do. They'd just be dubbing around. Half the people probably didn't even know the people on those cruises. They'd just be waving and waving and waving at them. But they just dubbing around all day. You go down by the lake, you grab a sandwich. You smoke a couple of Virginia Slims or whatever you're into. You're just dubbing around.
I'm gonna use that one. I like that.
That was a good one. I love that. I'm glad you said that.
Oh, bro, when you said the Slims, all I could think about is that one lady you showed me on the podcast that like roast Slim Jims with her guests. With
Wendy Williams.
Have you seen that shit, guy?
No.
Dude,
Wendy Williams is like a famous talk show host. Like I only know this because I've seen like the clips of her, so can't say I'm much like of a fan of her or anything like that. I'm not really familiar with her work. But one of the things that I remember seeing about her, and I showed him the video recently, is Wendy Williams on her like talk show used to give like her guests Slim Jims and then hand them a lighter, and she'd be like, "Yo, I eat my Slim Jims with the lighter," and she really does. She get them cracking with the lighter and stuff. Like she should be using like at least a torch with some like cleaner gas in it than the butane of a lighter.
Who needs salt when you got fucking butane?
Like, yeah, that
Butane and
is.
Slim Jims.
That's just like gas station, like on the go food. That's just like that's a number one on the menu.
Yeah, fucking on the go, Lizzie.
And number two is a
Cook it up with
slushy.
the crack lighter. Hell yeah.
That's wild. What else? What else you got for the main slang?
Yeah, it's your
You gave me
third,
three. What's your third?
We said wicked, and then we said
Wicked,
dubbin, and then
Dubbin. Do you go my guy? Which refers to any male or female.
Oh yeah, no, we say my guy.
You guys probably say my guy. We just say it too much.
It's kind of like don't wait. Is dubbing about? Dubbing around?
dubbing around my guy.
Dubbing around, dubbing about, dubbing in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Fucking dubbing around my guy yesterday,
dubbing down, dubbing
That's
up.
kind of like booling.
Booling. Oh yeah, I remember when
Okay, so
people.
booling.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that. That was a while.
Booling.
Yo, my boys back in college said that in like 2013, they'd be like, "Yo, I'll be booling last night." I was like, "Yo, what the fuck were you doing? Like, booling? Like what? Like
Where'd you guys go bowling?
it's like I don't like going because they don't have my shoe size. He's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You said you were bowling last night." I was like, "Oh, different sport." Wicked. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. What do you got one off the top of your head?
Oh, not really, man. I just hear it all day long, and I'm not really sure. Mainers are just good, hardworking people. They're pretty funny, eclectic group.
Dude, I gotta hang.
Proud to be a part of them.
If I was hanging out with like my buddy Chad, he was like a lobsterman, dude. Like he says some wicked funny shit. Like he sounds like a straight up Mainer. Like you gotta go up north.
Yeah,
The farther,
yeah.
like
North and east, like the coast
yeah.
makes you talk funny.
Those are
just
some
in general.
real manners.
Those are some
Some
real
maniacs.
hardcore manners. They
Oh.
don't give a fuck about how they talk.
I'd say probably Pissa. Everyone says Pissa up here.
Pissa, yeah. It's hard to give it its own one because Wicked Pissa is often said together, but Pissa definitely deserves its own category. Like Pissa doesn't like. It's usually pretty nasty.
How do you use just pissa? Like how'd you use that?
Oh, that muffler is a
Can I
wicked
hear it in a
Pissa, my guy.
sentence, please?
Oh man, she's gonna have a piss of a wedding.
Like, is that a good one or a shitty one?
Oh,
Nah,
shit.
it's gonna be a shit show.
Oh,
not
pissa.
A piss is like a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like,
Fuck, I don't want to go to that bar. It's
Bro,
gonna
like
be
another
pissa.
one. Well, I give you a better one. They say nippy up here a lot.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
wicked nippy guy.
yeah, like a tidbit nipply.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's
you
cold
guys-
a lot.
It's
so
called
we got a
it's
lot of
fucking
cold.
wicked nippy outside, my guy. Holy shit.
Holy shit, that
It's
guy.
fucking frosty as shit outside. Holy shit. They say holy shit quite a bit out here. Like
Holy
they do.
shit.
Like if anyone in the whole in this whole country is like in Maine, it just swears about the weather. Like I think that's why everyone swears in Maine because it's too fucking cold, and there's a science. If you swear, you can actually deal with colder weather.
Helps your body heat up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get in your car and the heat doesn't kick in right away, and you just give it a fuck.
Dude, they did it. They did
Dude,
it with
you're
a bunch
good,
of
dude.
They
Heat
did it
you
with a
right
bunch
up.
of celebrities. They had them like put their hand in water and they just couldn't swear and see how long they can go. And then they did it and they could swear and they went twice as long.
I think that was
Oh, huh.
Mythbusters.
Yeah,
that guy.
Mythbusters did that with Pain.
I think that was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
See?
yeah, it's a fact, dude. So like when you get in the car, you swear a little bit, and then by the time your body heats up, the heat kicks in on your car, and everyone drives the Subaru up here, so it doesn't take long for the heat to kick in.
Yeah.
They're not a sponsor by any means. It's
Good,
just
good old boxer engines, man.
take a look outside, and it's just nothing but Subis up here.
It's either Subarus or trucks. That's pretty much
a lot
it.
of trucks.
Yeah, a lot of trucks.
Yeah, the Subies will they'll heat your car up quick, but they won't hold their oil. Head gaskets will be blowing.
Yeah, shit
Love
happens.
Subarus though.
Shit happens.
Yeah, dude, I had a Subaru Baja. Like that was like a family car, and it was like the best car. Like it was like an Outback, but with a truck bed. Fucking so great.
I got the Subaru Crosstrek right now.
Oh,
I like
fuck
mine.
yeah.
I like mine. It's a 2018. It's pretty nice. It's got like the sports mode, so it's not like all bells and whistles and shit. It's just like the basics, the generic. Like no digital like speed. You have to actually watch a speedometer for your actual speed.
Yeah,
It's like wow, you actually have to pay attention of how fast you're actually fucking going.
yeah,
to your
dude.
car.
I
And
personally like the
things-
bells and whistles, to be honest. I like when I press the lift gate and it just opens the gate for me, and like, I love all that shit.
Yeah,
I feel like I've earned it, you know, like I worked hard in life, so like, I don't feel like I earned like every single luxury, but like once in a while when I put the sunroof down in my car, I'm like, feels good a little bit.
I miss that.
It's the 1% of just like happiness of feeling like you've accomplished something, like even if it's just the sunroof. It's just the sunroof, but
Dude,
ass.
sunroofs are so clutch in so many ways. Like, I definitely think every car should have a sunroof.
yeah,
Like,
if you
funny,
don't
man,
have
we're-
one, you should just cut one out.
yeah,
Yeah.
Why not?
yeah.
You know?
fuck it, just put plastic over in the winter. I'll just make it. I'll make it work. You know.
Put a
Yeah,
little
plus
tinfoil, help
plus
it.
who cares? You know, the water gets in, the snow gets in. All you have to do is curse.
I always wanted
to.
to.
Yeah, you
I
just-
just, yeah,
just
it's-
warm
yeah,
it
dude.
right
I'm
up.
telling you.
just
You
say
said
holy
like
fuck.
Mainers are like the or the nicest fucking people on the planet, but they do swear quite a bit. I think it's just not just me, but like I feel
They're
like
all
quite a
sailors.
Mainers is
Bunch of sailors, man.
Quite a
What
bit
if
of
it's
swearing.
Yeah, it's like you do like they just work customer service and you're like, really fucking guy? That's what you're gonna buy?
Yo, I see. We hit the 1 hour mark, so it's the time for the stogies. Oh yeah. I know. Ryan's got
You guys enjoy your
Ryan's got-
stogie. I
got his
stogie.
herbal stogies. Oh yeah.
Stogies for this episode have been provided by Upstate Gardens in Lewiston, Maine. I really appreciate them today for providing our stogies.
Oh yeah. I figured, podcasts. My first time on a podcast, I've watched some podcasts. There's always cigars involved.
Bro, couldn't ask for anyone better than me, my guy. Wildcat. Dude, we've done
Feelings
some
mutual.
Dude, we've done some dumb shit like together, man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you
man.
wanna? Do you wanna?
You go ahead, do the honors.
Do you have a
Later?
knife of some sort?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Like,
That one should have a hole already in it. But here, we'll get some. I'm gonna get some tools. Oh no! Don't hit the camera.
And we are back.
Gus got
back
it.
on the pod
He got his tool. His,
to reshape the cigar.
Little cigar clipper, a little makeshift cigar clipper.
hey,
Yeah.
Gus, I got a question for you.
All right, hit me.
You want a butt fuck real quick?
Yeah, let me just get the lighter.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay.
yeah.
There you go. You got that?
You gotta let your neighbors butt fuck you sometimes.
Yeah. It's just
For the audio only listeners out there, and also for the people who have never heard this term before, a butt fuck is when you take generally one cigarette butt, and the fucking part is when you take another cigarette and you light the cigarette off of the cigarette. In this case, these two boys are butt fucking cigars, which I believe is okay to say because that is the technical term here. And now they are kissing cigars when they are both. Yeah,
there you go.
this is just getting dirty, folks.
Ooh.
This is just getting absolutely filthy on the cast.
Oh, that was
We should
sensual.
definitely put a warning label at the beginning of this episode.
There's probably gonna have to be a warning label.
Unfortunately, there was some butt fucking.
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey.
So, Gus, question for you is, what's coming up here in the future? Like, we know you do a lot of the extreme sports. Like, what you got any plans coming up here soon?
So I kind of fall in and out of different sports, like as I get into them and also starting new ones, and it's just allocating funds to different things. But right now, got a whole bunch, all my marbles are on fucking mountain biking, and I've been building a new bike. Just the front suspension's $1,100, and so
Damn,
Yeah.
but yeah, mountain biking's no joke. when it
yeah,
comes
it's
to
such a pay to play kind of sport. But it's one of those things where it's it has to be able to endure the same forces a motorcycle, a enduro motorcycle would handle, and but be 1/4 the weight, because your legs are the engine. You have to be able to pedal it up and still be able to hit massive jumps. It's fucking awesome. But big goal is to finish my skydiving license. That's my big goal. I got close, but then ran out of money.
Similar with that kind of pay to play, because you gotta for your lessons. I assume you have to pay per time you go.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, so you can, for the A license, you can pay up front, depending on where you're going. You can pay all up front, but you have different things that you have to do in different jumps. And if you fail any of them for various reasons, if you pull your parachute at, too low of an altitude or too high of an altitude, they want you to be really cognizant of where you're at in your altitude, and also be able to be stable in free fall. A whole bunch of things matching the fall rate of your instructor. They'll start to fall slower or faster depending on their body position, because belly to earth, your standard position where you're falling like a starfish,
Right.
you're going you can be going as slow as 100 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour.
As
And then-
slow as 100 miles per hour, 80 miles per hour.
Yeah, and then there's also head down flying, where obviously your head's down, your arms are by your side.
Very aerodynamic.
Like a torpedo, basically.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
you can get it to 180, which is kind of I said it was slow, but if you think about it, you can go 180 on you can go fucking 100 miles an hour in a Civic,
Right.
Yeah.
So
You're falling on a fucking plane, guy. You're free
Yeah,
falling.
yeah.
Like
Free falling, though,
you're
yeah.
going fast as fuck. It depends on your weight too, right?
a little bit. It's more about your shape. But
Like,
yeah,
if you're a round person,
definitely
you just gotta
happens.
drop faster.
Taller people, if really tall people and a short person are jumping together and they're doing formation dives or something, sometimes the smaller person will wear baggier clothes so that it creates more drag, or a baggier suit. Your clothes also have a big impact on it. But if you're really good at skydiving, like people are able to just like reshape their body.
Like do whatever the fuck they want and they do it. Yeah.
And they're able to, stay with the group or whatever.
Like
That's
Point Break kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, there's no better feeling than skydiving. It's the craziest fucking thing. Like getting intimate with clouds, like seeing like a hole in like a cloud layer and being like and aiming for it. You can like go through it. It's like a dream. It's fucking weird.
I feel like I have to be like super edibled out and I just like enjoy that drop. Like I would, yeah.
You'd be surprised because it's like a roller coaster is like in some ways like more intense because you have all of these points of reference around you to like, you can tell how fast you're going and how far you're falling. But like when you first jump out of the plane, it's like you only feel like you're falling for like 5 seconds when you can like see the plane and things move. But once you hit like terminal velocity and you feel the wind like kind of catch you and you can control, like you kind of just feel like you're floating there. But as you get closer to the ground, and you see the ground coming up and you can see, trees and cars and then like sunroofs, it gets a little bit spookier.
Everything
You're like,
gets
oh,
a little
shit.
more detailed as you get closer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is wild.
Those are the things you don't think about.
Yeah.
What's the closest you ever drop?
Wait, what do you say?
Like what's the closest you ever want to like drop before you pull your parachute?
I mean, people will pull their chutes at like.
No, you. I'm asking you.
Oh, me personally? Well, I was like a student the whole time, so I think the minimum for me was, I think 4,500. Yeah, 4,500 feet. But that was like towards the end. But I think they might have changed the rules. It depends on what place you go to. But the lowest I ever pulled was 45. And that felt like the ground was fucking coming up at me.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, it's called a ground rush. And like that's like a big term with like base jumping too, because base jumping way lower altitudes, and like you see the ground coming up at you and the cliffs. But with skydiving, it's like you jump out from 13,500 because that's like the highest you can jump from without needing supplemental oxygen. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so you like jump out for the first like 30 seconds. You kind of like you see the ground and you can see the airport, but it's kind of just chilling there, and you're doing your things, you're doing your maneuvers that you have to do to pass that certain jump, 360s or backflips or whatever. And then like the last 30 seconds, like you like really feel the ground coming up at you. Like, like I've always, every time I was doing it, I was like, oh dude, it'd be so great to like, be able to like start pulling at 3,000 feet or 2,500 feet. But like, I wouldn't want to pull any lower than 45. Like I'm so new to it. Like it's just like spooky. You're just like looking at your altitude and looking at the ground, looking at your altitude. Like, all right, time to go. Right. Like I'm pulling it. And then you just got this peaceful, floaty ride down.
Bro, but like I feel like at some point when you do get you're gonna try to get it though, right? Your like license. I feel like you're gonna be one of those people that's just gonna get as close as fucking possible.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Dude,
I don't want to die.
Dude, but knowing your brother's gonna see you do it, and then he's gonna be like, "Yo, I have to get it now."
Dude, I tried to get my brother into it so bad because I wasn't like doing it with any like other friends, Dude,
your brother would do anything you ask him. It's like, dude, he picks up shit like just as fast as you do. It's crazy. Like he's seen it too. It's like.
Yeah, that would suck too. He'd probably be better than me at it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's always so nice when you come out to Maine too. It's just like a different like view and perspective from like the camps around here and everything like that. It's just like, yo, the Maryland boys are up here. It's so nice. It's like, yeah. Dude, it's because you guys are up for like such a short time too.
Yeah. And it's also like whenever we come up, there's just like so much shit going on. And like this time there wasn't a lot of shit going on, but I just like I told my dad I'd finish the basement, and like I'm not even gonna finish it. So,
But dude, like from what you've done, it looks fucking fantastic, my guy.
oh, dude, I'm excited for it to be done and to sleep down there because it's so cold.
Oh, bro, don't even talk about fucking cold, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's
you,
true.
you want to
Never
come
been
up
up
here in
here
the
in the
winter?
winter.
Come up here in the winter. Come up here in the winter,
Dude, I
please.
should, man. I should. I'd love it, dude. I love
Dude.
winter backpacking and stuff.
Dude, we'll go ice fishing for the first time out here. I've never been.
Have you? Oh, you
I've never
haven't?
been, and I live on this fucking lake, guy.
Dude, we gotta do it. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
That'd
dude,
be
yeah.
cool, yeah. It'd be cool to do a cast out there.
Bro, we should get a. We could do it
Just
from
in
a
the- on
shack.
the lake.
We'll get a shack and we'll do it right in the shack and
In
do
the
an
shack.
expo.
Hell yeah.
We'll hotbox it if you get back into smoking at some point, my guy.
We'll see. We'll see.
see.
Who knows? Who knows?
I
in the
definitely don't
future?
recommend the drinking. I respect that.
No.
I respect the abstinence of anything. But
Yeah.
if you do decide to start smoking the miracle ganja, we'd
Yeah.
love to hotbox up an ice shack with you.
Yeah, cook
Fuck
up
yeah.
with the lobsters in the shack, my guy.
Yeah. It's just like
Or you
I
just bring
can't
your
imagine
stogie.
what it's gonna be like after not smoking for a year. You know?
Bro, how about you just not even smoke? We'll just smoke in the shack, and then you can just take in the hot box.
Oh, dude, that would
And then you
probably
can just
me.
see. You let us know how you feel, and then when you feel like, yo, I can get a little higher, you can just take a hit when you're ready.
Honestly, I think fucking I got a little bit just from that dab you took next to me. earlier. It's like,
I don't smoke that much, my guy.
oh, it's fucking. I don't smoke at all, and just inhaling the dab stuff from earlier, I know I'm gonna see some aliens tonight or something.
Oh, dude, that'd be. Have you ever had like any experiences in like Maryland, or do you ever hear like about aliens, my guy?
No aliens. Yeah, no.
You think they're among us?
I don't know. I think that it would be foolish to think that other life forms haven't happened like somewhere in our universe just because of the sheer size of it. But I also think that the odds of it happening at the same time as our existence are also slim. Like maybe intelligent life has happened in the universe somewhere, but like we've been around for, a couple million years. Like as far as like conscious humans that would be able to perceive the concept of another life form, like we haven't been around for that long,
No.
You have any? What do you think? Do you think of any aliens? What's your thought?
I have no idea, to be honest. I have no thought on it. Like maybe, possibly. I think I don't know.
I'm just gonna be that guy and say, dude, you be a fucking idiot if you don't believe in aliens. Like that shit is fucking real. Like,
take-
I think 100% the real. How do you not believe in that?
I mean, no, I mean,
Dude, we're one planet out of like how many other fucking things out in the universe?
yeah, but like think about what it takes for there to be an intelligent life form. Like,
There's
think about
footage, guy.
well, I mean, I don't know.
Footage of what?
Governments do stuff. They make flying
talking
stuff.
about?
Oh
you know?
yeah. You think?
Orb lightning. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
What footage are you talking about? You say they got footage of this? What are
Like
you talking
UFOs
about?
and shit? Or they're not UFOs. They're called. What do they call them now?
What is it called?
It's like
Fucking-
D. It's somewhere like what do you call them now? If you look up UFOs, nothing pops up.
Did UFOs get canceled? Is it?
They
like-
just changed the name.
Wait, isn't it like UAP?
It's something bullshit. Because
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
they did it during like COVID. That was like one of the rules. During COVID they would release like information about UFOs.
What? They changed the name of UFOs? Like they got canceled? Like it was Aunt Jemima?
Dude,
Yeah, dude,
I'm
yeah.
just rattled about Aunt Jemima not being on syrup no more. I'm fucking
Life hasn't been
rattled.
the same since.
Wait,
I was
are
young.
you a fake maple
canceled.
syrup guy? You don't
I
like?
know. I just don't think. I don't know
Do you
what
like-
to
do you
really
like-
say. I just don't
Do
think.
you
they
like
should-
grade A? Do you like grade A maple?
Dude,
I'm a
dude,
real maple syrup guy.
Bro, where are we?
repeat.
Where are we? Where are we from right now?
Maine,
Yeah. What do you think I have on my fucking pancakes?
grade A.
Grade A maple syrup.
Let's
Maine
go.
maple fucking syrup
Let's
guy.
go.
Sometimes I just have the fresh maple syrup that Jared makes. Jared Cantlow
Ooh.
from episode 1.
Bro,
Fuck. You have a buddy that makes maple syrup?
bro.
He taps his own trees out in his own backyard, and
Oh,
then he
dude.
boils
He was
it
at the
down
house.
front
He
yard.
was at
gotta
the
let
house
me
the
get-
other day. I was trying to have you come over. That's the guy I was talking about.
Episode 1, dude. He was our episode 1 guest, and we're definitely gonna have him back, especially with the new audio.
Two nights ago, he came over and he brought maple syrup soda.
Oh,
whoa.
yeah.
That shit was
That's
gas.
with-
It tastes
that's
like fucking
with it.
creams. Have you had cream soda before?
Yeah, yeah,
It tastes
yeah,
like
yeah. I
that,
love
but it was
cream
fucking
soda.
maple. But it's like light. It's not like really thick. It's like that light taste. It's
Hell
fucking.
yeah.
It was.
See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Maine has the food, man. You guys
we get drank,
make-
dude. Maine's
make
known for
good
3
food.
things: weed, booze, and food. That's what we fucking do in Maine. That's what we
Dude,
do.
Yeah, I love the food up here.
You
It's-
could not have been more right on right there.
Yeah, it's just like what we fucking do. It's like there's like some people that live here in the cold. It's like if they don't want to do snowboarding, go skiing, go fucking hiking. I don't blame you. That's a lot of
Professional-
work.
Professional
a lot of
drinking.
work.
It's a lot, dude. It's expensive. I've
Yeah.
heard about like going to ski lifts and shit. It's like what 150 to fucking go for the day some places.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Be a tourist
Skiing,
trap.
skiing's
That's
tough.
not even including the fucking board and shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I can't.
The other thing is, it's like snowboarding and skiing. It's not something that you can like go and do without a resort.
yeah.
Like you could if you put a bunch of effort in and a bunch of your buddies were down to like drive someplace crazy, but like so much work, you know? Like mountain biking, skateboarding, like other things. You don't have to go to a skate park. You don't have to go to a bike park. You can like go to some local trail system.
We did that when we went to Loon in New Hampshire. We went to the slopes down there, and then we ended up at the resort down there. That was a lot of fun there. But I went there one time, first time snowboarding. I got a welt like the size of a fucking baseball on my ass for like a week because I kept falling. Dude, I was in the locker room and I was about to like change, and I was like, nope, not today. Because I was just like really hoping not everyone just saw this big black ass mark on my ass. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a weird conversation at some point. So,
Oh, shit.
I'm not doing that.
Dude, that's snowboarding though. You just
That
fucking
shit
ass-
hurt
your
like
ass
hell. I
cheeks
was
hurt.
not expecting that. I was not expecting that. But
Your ass cheeks get pounded, dude.
bro, you know,
And then you go snowboarding.
oh man, talking about pounding, dude. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have a UFC fight. Have you heard about that?
Dude, I don't think it's gonna happen, man.
You don't
You don't think it's gonna happen?
I don't think it's gonna
they're-
happen.
I heard they're both mad serious. About
bro,
it.
you want to bet that it's gonna happen or not?
That is the funniest thing that definitely Elon Musk instigated, dude. Because he's fucking crazy.
Bro, I'm willing to bet it's gonna happen. First of all, and then second of all, I think Mark is gonna probably win.
Yeah. Fucking.
He's
Elon-
gonna be the Zucks.
Yeah, 100%. Like, dude, if they were serious like about this and make this really interesting, this is my hot take. They should both bet their stocks. Like, whoever loses has to sell their stock, like all of it.
Dude, I don't know how Elon Musk is gonna win, unless it's like first person to calculate terminal velocity of a rocket.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like he would
and send
be.
him into a mind twister.
Bro, you ever seen like Sherlock Holmes when it was like Robert Downey Jr.?
Mhm.
That's Elon Musk right there. He's just gonna calculate that shit and then just like do some pinpoint shit and just
Liquidate Facebook stock.
distract him
Left.
with throw sweat drops
left
into
punch.
face.
yeah, yeah.
Left hook, right jab, left hook, sweep at the legs.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I bet you it's gonna happen. I bet.
Hit him in the head with the Tesla mug.
What kind of fight do you have to open that? Like, how do you? How do you make that card? I'd love to interview the promoter.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Logan Paul really wanted to be on that card. As soon as he heard about that, he really wanted to be on that.
Fuck
Of
Logan
course
Paul.
he did.
But the thing he called out, of course, you know, the first thing he called out was Paddy Pimblett, of all people. Like, dude, that's the wrong fucking weight class, jackass. He fights at 155.
Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul?
Yeah, 185 Logan Paul.
You talking about Logan Paul, the one
Yeah.
that fought Mayweather?
Yes. He wants to fight Pat Pimblett.
What a jabroni!
I'm like, dude, yeah. But his defense is like, yo, Paddy Pimblett goes to like 205 in his offseason. Dude, that's crazy. Have you seen that shit? He weighs in at 155 during the weigh-ins, like during his meets, and he walks around like 225 looking like a fat, pudgy motherfucker. It's awful.
Damn.
Hopefully he doesn't hear this and kick my ass, but like, good job in the UFC. Don't just, do what you're doing. But yeah, that's what I think. That's one of the fights they would have open. But like maybe put like John Jones in front of that card.
I think you just put entertainment. I think entertainment would fly before that. I say you have
Another celebrity.
No. Hear me out. You ready? So you need somebody to get the entertainment. Somebody who has access to all of this, all celebrities, TV shows.
Oh.
Somebody well connected. But it can't be somebody attached to Facebook, Twitter, Tesla, or any of that.
I got one actually.
Who do you think?
I think Wiz Khalifa would be probably a solid one.
No.
That'd be a great opener just to see if he can make or break a guy.
Hear me out.
You heard about that shit, right? He's doing it.
No.
He's training to be in the UFC.
That's
so.
wild.
Hear me out on the promotion. Jeffrey
What the hell?
Bezos. Bezos.
Dude, that dude definitely takes steroids.
Winner gets Bezos? What's going on with him? Why is he not fighting? That dude's yoked right now.
Yeah, he is.
Is he? Would he pass a test though? The juice test, or? It's the question.
Depends. Are they doing the smell test again or what?
Is it the UFC drug test though? I don't know, my guy.
Who knows? USADA.
Dude, if Conor McGregor can pass the test, like I don't know what they're doing. Like that guy's more juiced up than anybody I've ever seen right now.
It's funny. It's the only kind of test he can pass, and I don't get how he passes it.
What the testosterone test?
The testosterone steroid test.
Fucking
yeah.
walking around. This is like it's fucking beefcake over here. Just absolutely.
The small testes
Dude, he has
test.
so much money. Like, you know what I would do with his money, guy? I would not do what he's doing. That's for fucking. I would just not do what he's doing. He's got a Lamborghini fucking boat. Like, who needs that shit?
Dude, you'd have so many more of these.
I have one more of those. Yeah.
Dude, this is crazy. Did this all come from a grinder?
Yes.
What are you looking at? Oh, for the audio only listeners.
Gigantic mason jar of keef.
It's a big mason jar too. It's one of them extra large ones. I don't know how it just came out, but
Sorry, I've been looking at this whole time.
did you
It's
bring
just-
that?
Yeah. I was packing it with a bowl. Yeah.
What would happen if I ate some?
Dude, so
make me
I've
smoke?
not. I've heard.
Not really.
I've heard some people tell me like if you put like a little bit of that in your coffee, it might do something.
Oh, coffee like heats it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, the theory is you got to decarbonate it. It's not like it's not in an extract form right now. So does putting it
You still
in
get some
coffee
health
do it?
benefits from eating cannabis.
You could probably drop that in coffee with some cream and like do it.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
cream, that would work. Yeah, that's what me and my friends used to do in high school with when we like didn't have any weed and we like really wanted to get high, we would take our grinders and boil it in half and half and drink the half and half. That shit would get you so high.
No shit.
I get so stoned,
Yeah,
dude.
I've never heard of that. Thought I've heard of them all until now.
Yeah, we came up with some crazy crackhead ways of when the dealer was dry, back in the old days, and you couldn't go to stores.
The worst was when you had some bud back in the day, but like for some reason you had no way at all of smoking it. You had no bowl, no papers, no nothing. So you grab a can or something, and I knew a girl one time who smoked out of a can for like 2 straight weeks, and then she had to go to the hospital because she had like fucking not lead, but she had like aluminum in her lungs.
Oh fuck!
So yeah, a PSA to all the kids out there. Ooh, actually, to anyone out there that is smoking legal herb, do not smoke that out of an Arnold Palmer can or anything like that. That
But
is
especially the kids.
especially the kids.
Yeah.
And I mean anyone that legally
You young kids at your underage marijuana parties.
you start smoking at one age or something. Don't be smoking out of cans. That's bad for you. You can end up in the hospital.
What's the grungiest way you smoked? Like smoked weed? Like what's like the worst thing you've ever done?
Smoked. I've smoked weed a couple times out of my hand. You can like
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you can put a nugget right here in your
The handball.
you just
What? That no way.
You just
Make
make
it
a little
chilling with your bowl.
Yeah, you
dude.
make it chilling with your hand. Just like make a fist to loosen up a little
I
bit.
am
So it's
mind
like a
fucked
tube.
right now.
And you can put some right there. And
You light it, dude, and it fucking burns. And you just
yeah.
You
Especially,
Shut the fuck
especially
up.
if you have like calluses on your hands at the time, it helps a little bit.
What? People that work in kitchens do it, dude, because you got the tough ass hands from handling hot food all day.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
people do. I've seen it as like a bar trick, and I've seen people seriously just light weed in their hand because they have no other option.
What?
You always have an option if you have a way to light it, dude. You always have an option.
Interesting.
You always got to chill them in your hand.
I've smoked out of like one of those. They call them shotguns. It's like it was like one of those guinea pig, like tunnels they got. What are those? I don't know the proper terminology term. In a guinea pig cage, they have like the plastic. What are those things called?
I don't know, guinea pig tube.
The silicone tubes or whatever the fucking called. Yeah, so it was like a tube like that big, and it was like cut off on both sides, and had like a metal pipe in the middle. So you have to put the weed in the middle, and you put your hand on the other side, and you smoke, and someone lights the top, and you just rip it.
Yeah, what would you call those?
It's a shotgun, but people
or
in Maine.
Steamroller. You ever heard that? Steamroller?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think that's a New England way they call it. Steamrollers out here in New England, but Arizona we call them shotguns.
Yeah.
It was the first wave. That was the first time I ever smoked. That's how I did it.
The hell yeah.
I was fucking roasted, my guy. My guy looked at me and he's like, "You feel high?" I was like, "No." And I started texting and I was like, "Holy fuck, that took me forever." And it was like a minute and a half that went by. And I looked at him and he's like, "Are you okay, cough, cough?" And I was like, "Would you just call me?" He's like, "Cough, cough. You just coughed all the time, the whole time." So after that, I went inside. I ate a whole blueberry cobbler, 2 burgers, and a gallon of ice cream.
A blueberry cobbler? Don't you mean a blueberry cobbler?
Oh, cobbler.
A cobbler?
Cobbler. Oh, yeah, we don't say Oz up here, guy.
Oh, yeah.
So getting the car is like what we say, but like I'm not.
Boston.
Yeah.
Some Mainers don't say their
Boston.
R's. I don't know. It depends what part of Maine you're in, though.
Yeah.
It depends on what part of Maine you're in.
Yeah, I mix it up sometimes because my mom's from Boston and the Maine and Boston had to have a little bit of that New England overlap.
For sure.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever smoked out of?
Well, I was gonna say, have you guys ever got into like grab bongs? Whenever
The
I feel
grab
like
bong
so
phase
glad
was-
you brought
I
was
that
feel
real.
up.
like everyone for a minute thinks that grab bongs are a really good idea, and all of a sudden it becomes like a trend for a couple weeks. But then all of a sudden you're buying these 3-liter bottles of cheap ass Hawaiian punch that you can get at Walmart or any place like that, like the real big value ones, the extra big jugs, and you're cutting those up and you're rigging up you're rigging everything up with your tin foil and everything to be able to smoke out of that, and then you go out of a bathtub. That's probably the grossest thing that are smoked out of.
Yeah, and your dad's fucking wondering where all the 8mm sockets went.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
We've done the grab bong a couple of times, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty
Fucking
sure
kills you, dude.
made
It,
one
like,
up here before.
Yeah.
puts more smoke into your lungs than you're like humanly capable of like inhaling at one time, and it's ridiculous. I don't recommend it when you get older, but when you're young, do what you got to do.
Best game for your or best bang for your buck when you only have
Definitely
like
grab bong.
0.3.
Bro, the
That
best.
I was just gonna say that was definitely always said every time everyone was smoking the grab bong. Like whenever we were broke in the apartment, it didn't even matter what quality of weed or anything that you're putting in the grab bong. You don't taste it. It just shoots it into your lungs and it makes you cough for like 20 minutes. And then when you finally come through, you feel like you're just on a different planet.
Oh, dude. The best was like when you can do it in the water. Have you done it in the water? Done a grab bong standing in the water?
Oh, I've done it in like a lake. Like
Yeah,
like,
you're
like
standing-
a body of water. Yeah.
All you have to do is bring the top part and you just like go out in a kayak or something and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like right in front of our house, you can walk out there. So we walk out there and be like chest high, and you can just pull it right up, and then you just go. But the trick is you got to put. I'm not like telling everyone what to do, but like the trick is you got to put a ping pong ball in it, so you don't swallow the water when you're doing the grab bong.
That is a pro trick, yeah.
Yeah.
Putting the pink, because
that
like
is pro.
swallowing the
Yeah.
grab bong water is disgusting. Because especially if you're doing it with disgusting people, you know they haven't changed that grab bong water in weeks, and you see some floaties in there, and you start tasting some stuff that are just unforgettable and scar you for absolutely the rest of your goddamn life.
Yeah, we did have a floating cooler once. That was pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we did it on the water. We had the floating cooler, and we just left it full of water, and we just do the grab bong hits out of the cooler when we were ready to do it. So people had the drinks, and then people had the smoking tool.
Yeah.
That's when we had the boat, the smoker craft.
The other thing I used to do is like instead of pushing down, is I would like lift it so just a little tiny part was out of the water, you know?
Oh
So you
shit.
could just breathe it straight in. Then it
Interesting.
becomes kind of like a steamroller, you know?
Okay.
Because what's the water doing really other than sealing the cut bottom, you know?
I like when I do it. Like I'll pull it up and I'll twist it.
No, I'll give it
Give
a
that
little,
little vortex.
A
give
little
that,
tornado effect.
Yeah, give that thing gets
Yeah.
fucking creamy, my guy. I tell you what, this shit is fucking.
I swear to God, the color of smoke that comes out of a grab bong is brown.
it's like
It is
yellow.
just
Yeah,
brown, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like some Florida swamp water, my guy.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Well, shit.
Well,
Dude,
we definitely appreciate having you on here.
Dude.
It's been a real one.
great cast. Always fun.
Yeah,
I love
having
it,
you.
dude.
Thank you guys for
I-
having me on the podcast, man. This is super fun.
I just want to keep going, but man, I think we gotta wrap it up at some point for these people.
Yeah,
my
what
guy.
time is
You got a
it?
plane to catch tomorrow back
Oh
to
my
Maryland.
god, it's 1:30 in the morning.
If they let you back in, of course.
Oh, yeah. But dude, hopefully we can get you on an episode 2 when you come back in August. Like, can we set that date?
Yeah. If I don't know for sure if I'm coming back or not, but if I am, definitely down.
Maybe do that one on the water or do something special for that one for sure.
So maybe we should just get the listeners, and if we get so many like people to say, you have to come out in August, my guy.
Oh shit. Yeah.
It's all about the listeners.
Yeah, listeners, if you
always
want
the-
me back.
Definitely have to be in August, because if that Elon Musk is gonna be official by then, I'm telling you that
shit.
fight's gonna be happening by then.
We will definitely, if that happens, there will be something extra special happening.
Yeah. And then if anything, we can do a special episode from the raft when you come in.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Yeah, because we did it in your home court. Now it's time to do it at the Cooked Lobsters home field.
Yeah.
In the cooked pot.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, our studio will be done with construction, but thank you
Brandon?
again.
Ryan?
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. And this has been our interview segment in the kitchen. We all stay cracking.
Oh,
Give the people a stay cracking.
Stay cracking.
Let's go.
And welcome back to the Cooked Lobsters. And I always have a fantastic time with my boy Gus. What'd you think, man? Did you have a good time?
Great time, as always. It was fucking stoked to be out there on fucking Gus's boat, ripping up waves, killing it on the foil boarding. I'm glad all of you now know about the foil boarding. You know, not most people out there probably know absolutely nothing about foil boarding, and I don't blame them. I knew nothing, but first time you see somebody go out there foil boarding, you're like, holy fuck, David Blaine is out there levitating right now.
I know, man. It was a little weird. I'm a little upset with myself. I couldn't get up, you know. But like, I'm gonna get it back out there. You know, I'm Rocky. I'm never gonna give up. I'm just keep swinging. You know, we'll be a champ someday.
He tried, but he was like a 6-year-old man. He just couldn't get it up. But one of these days he will. They'll make a pill for it.
Maybe someday. But you know, until then, let's talk about some of the main things we love, man, and the slang. What'd you think about the words and the slang from Maryland, my guy? What'd you think about that?
You know, we learned a lot. It brings us back a little bit to episode 4 where we learned a lot. We were talking about Future Islands, which was the opener for that Weezer show. Maryland's got their own thing going on down there. Nothing but respect. Not a huge fan of Old Bay. And we learned neither is Gus. I hope they let him back into the state.
Oh, but what was it that he said was definitely underrated?
I believe it was Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe, I think he said, was underrated.
Overrated.
Underrated.
Underrated?
Underrated.
Okay. Yeah. It's been a long day, dude. I'm a little fried from doing that hand smoking.
Yeah, that hand smoking, do not recommend it. Probably not the best idea. All the kids out there, don't do what you see sometimes, you know. People shouldn't do everything they see on TV. If this was Jackass, we'd have a disclaimer right now, but this is the Cooked Lobsters, so you can think for yourself.
Wasn't expecting to do it, but then I did it, and I was like, wow, it's possible, but I feel like a complete dipshit right now.
Yeah, you kind of feel like a jabroni. But we definitely learned a lot here in this episode. Chef Drotter, anything you want to say? Any final words for the viewers today?
You know, I always wanted to say thank you to the listeners out there. Always tuning into the podcast. Always cooking up good conversations with the boys, Also, just make sure, just hit the subscribe button, tell a friend,
Tell a friend.
Always, tell a fellow lobsterman,
Tell an enemy.
I'll tell anybody, it's always good. Always give us suggestions of like what you want to hear or anyone that's want to come out, like challenges. We're always just two lobsters trying to cook up some good conversations with everybody.
We're just here stirring up the pot, But again, if you guys want to, continue to follow our expedition, follow us on Instagram. We're going to be having a giveaway coming up. We got some merchandise coming.
Oh.
So the first ever line of Cooked Lobsters coffee mugs going to be available. We'll have a couple here on the cast to show you guys what a limited edition Cooked Lobsters coffee mug could be yours. So stay tuned on the Instagram.
I'm staying tuned, but which color are they? They're the black mugs or the white mugs? Red or...
there will be a few different kinds of mugs, Some might be worth a little bit more based on how many are made. We'll see what's going on with that. But again, make sure to keep following us. But we really appreciate everyone out there. We got listeners now in the UK, in the Philippines, out in Nevada. That might as well be its own country too,
Well, people always say that about Maine. Everyone thinks we're Canada. I don't know why.
We do have a lot of listeners in Canada as well. And like we said, we love you Canadian brothers and sisters up there. So.
Always love this. I love the shows that came out of Canada, too.
Big fan of, I'm a big Trailer Park Boy fan.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of Shoresy. Those people that are listening to the podcast, listen to Shoresy. Pitter Patter.
Shoresy's great. Fantastic.
Oh, that's more Letterkenny, but Shoresy is just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a Letterkenny spinoff, which is also a great show. Just check that out if you haven't. Not a sponsor, but I mean, they could be,
Yeah, if they ever want us to come on the show, that'd be like, I'd be pretty lit. I'd be pretty pumped, not gonna lie.
I'd love to stay here and talk forever, but I gotta go talk to my bookie and get the line on some lobster racing. So let's go get cracking and get that done.
Yo, I heard Larry's like an underdog sleeper lobster to bet on.
I never bet on Larry. Larry screwed me over in 2013, and I will never forget it.
What about Tony?
Well, I heard Tony's juicing up on the butter right now.
What about Oscar?
Oscar might be the one.
Bro, either that or Calvin.
As long as Oscar's not in a grouchy-ass mood, I think he got it.
Yo, he's a mad sleeper pick. Oh, for sure.
He's a sleeper. He's a crustacean sleeper, my guy.
I never sleep. It's always